grateful to the United States for protecting them against the evil Russian communists, all of this theater, and underneath it, a social welfare program. What's happening now is the disintegration of that deal. Can't do it anymore. The United States empire is shrinking. It doesn't have the resources. The last few wars it fought, it lost. It doesn't have the money. It can't borrow. The walls are closing in. And so suddenly the Europeans are told dishonestly, now do your fair share, as if they didn't. They had been token flunkies. I want to remind folks, the war in Vietnam that we lost, there were European army factions that came and fought with the United States. They weren't significant, they were marginal, but they were there doing their secondary slavish behavior. So were they in Bosnia, so were they in Iraq, so are they now in Ukraine. And all the screeching that you hear about, how terrible of Mr. Trump to withdraw, that's the screeching of the politicians whose entire careers were the Cold War subordination of Europe to the United States. They will one day be reviled by the people of Europe because of the role that they've played, and they're now going to their end, screeching louder than ever, with the nonsense, total nonsense, that Europe and America couldn't win in Ukraine, and now the Europeans are going to do it all by themselves. Not in a month of Sundays. It's pathetic to watch if you understand what's going down. So yeah, they are now going to ramp up their defense spending because they have to. That's the end game of the role they've played, holding back the evil Russians. They're playing out the part that they were assigned all along in this craziness that is a substitute for a politics, because they were subordinate. They were colonies. They don't have their own political situation. And now that the big colonial power is leaving, they're all scurrying around trying to figure out how they can survive. I got news for them. They probably won't. But they don't want to hear that. So they're going to raise defense spending. It's the logic of what they have always done.